Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Ringside Toe to Toe, a boxing podcast exclusive to SkySports.com. I'm Ed Robinson, and in the other corner I'm joined by former boxer turned promoter Spencer Fearon. Hello, Spencer.
Hello, Ed. Look, Ed, I have so missed you. They've had me working with amateurs since you've been away. They've even had me sitting in that chair trying to read the pot. Do you know how hard it is to read that auto cue? Yeah, I mean, and they deliberately were speeding it up.
It's a big week for you as well, isn't it?
It is a
landmark 40th birthday.
Can you just, why are you telling everybody? Hey, yo, but I look good for 40. That's the whole point. I'm 40 in 2 days' time, and seriously, send all your presents and gifts to Sky. I'll collect it. Yeah, I mean, thank you lot. Thank you very much.
Well, there's one place to start this week. Adrian Broner's shock loss to Marcus Maidana. What did you make of it? Because we thought Broner was the real deal.
We thought Broner was the real deal.
You thought Broner was the real deal.
Did you think that Broner was the real deal? Because we can talk about this. This is a Christmas edition special. We can talk about this. Did you think Broner was the real deal?
I think when he fought Malignaggi, there were definite cracks there, and you could see that maybe he wasn't as good as the hype. He's jumped up 2 weight divisions from lightweight to welterweight, and he's lost a lot of his strengths along the way. And I'm amazed on the internet by how pleased people are at him losing.
Listen, have you seen all the viral pictures that's gone? There's all these clowning pictures of him. There's him doing the crunk dance and everything else. And everybody's happy. They're happy because, and I'm not happy. I'm not one of those happy. And the reason why I'm saying I'm not happy, because I know I speak to Adrian Broner. And when I speak to the guy, he is not that persona that he's acting with. And I was speaking for a little while to him yesterday on the phone. And I'm saying, like, Adrian, this is your chance now to fix up, because people are glad.
Okay, but do you think he overstepped the line, not just before this
on
fight,
the viral thing?
But even just in this fight, you know, he got straight in Maidana's face as soon as he got in the ring, you know, going behind him and...
What? Oh, the gyration of the hips kind of thing.
Gyration of the hips.
Right, that's all. Well,
he's disrespectful. He's not everyone's cup of tea, is he?
No, I think, you know what I think the problem is this. We have to go back. If we was to go back to 1937, right, and you look on Hurricane Hank, I mean Henry Armstrong, when Henry Armstrong went up, propelled himself up in weight. Now, he was featherweight champion and then went up and challenged Barney Ross and won the welterweight title. And at that time, we had 8 championship divisions and 8 belts, and he won the welterweight division title. Then he dropped back down to lightweight and beat Lou Ambers. Lou Ambers was a good fighter, and he beat Lou Ambers. This is how serious Hurricane Hank was. Now, Adrian Broner hasn't really done it, because he's done it on a smaller scale, because he didn't beat a linear champion. If you went up from lightweight, he was considered the best lightweight in the world after beating DeMarco. He was very impressive in that fight. And then we said, okay, you moved up, and then you fought Paulie Malignaggi, who is kind of like a gatekeeper, who should be given more credit than he is given, because he's not a puncher. He's very skilled. And he did that, but he didn't beat the linear champion. If he went up and beat Floyd Mayweather, then we could have something to fuss about. And what I believe is he hasn't carried his power, but the cracks are his lifestyle outside of the ring.
Well, this is it. Mayweather's sometimes been disrespectful to opponents.
The guy lives it.
A few years ago, I remember seeing him, a press conference with him, I think it was Philip and Doe, and he was very, very disrespectful to the whole team. But he's always backed it up in the ring, and he's always taken the game very seriously. We saw the pictures of Broner in the build-up to the fight looking out of shape. And the difference is Mayweather lives the boxing, whereas Broner probably doesn't.
Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, is this. He said that there's a rematch. So when I was speaking to him, he said, right, there's a rematch, and I swear to you, I'm gonna kick his butt.
Richard Schaefer said there's no rematch clause.
Right, but he said there's going to be a rematch. He's saying that there's going to be a rematch, but he has a clause. But what I am saying is this. Adrian Broner has to look inside himself now and say to himself, well, you know what? You've got nothing to be cocky about right now. So if you were to come back now and be the same, A, B, blah, you've had your reality check. Your reality check is this. I do think you are very, very talented, right? But your reality check is this. You should have beaten Maidana. I don't care what anyone's saying. You should have beaten Marcus Maidana. And what's happened is this. Everybody's doing a shoulder roll. Please, 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 please. All young fighters, you see it. You see a guy fighting a 6-round or a 4-rounder at York Hall, and he's got his hands down there. They don't understand the basics of the shoulder roll. I'm going to tell you again. That's why I have to big up someone like Tommy Cole, because Tommy Cole, the lightweight, contacted me and said, oh, you were talking about a fight. What? And I said, right, go and watch George Benton, the famous trainer. You met George. Did you meet him? I met him quite a few times. George Benton used to train Evander Holyfield and Pernod Whitaker, who was a superb lightweight back in the 60s, who mastered the shoulder roll. Go and study Floyd Mayweather. to another degree, how he must. And Floyd Mayweather, what people seem to forget, has got superb legs, and he lives it. And the thing with Floyd Mayweather is this: his entourage could burn the candles wherever. They could burn the candle any part of the wax. Floyd Mayweather doesn't. He don't drink, he don't smoke, and he's got that air of cockiness. But the air of cockiness is because he's saying, listen, don't talk to me, not being a diva, but don't talk to me because I am so in my own world. I have to be in this own world to gravitate to the heights that he has. Adrian Broner hasn't reached there. The money that Adrian Broner has made from boxing, he can spend that. That can be gone. In a few years, it can be gone. You don't believe me? Look what happened to him. So many great fighters now, you heard they end up broke. I don't want to see Adrian Broner end up broke. I want to see him fulfill his potential because I think he is good for boxing if he was to tone down certain things because he's actually a likable kid. If he was to tone it down and be more humbling. You cannot turn to your cornerman, was it Mike Stafford, and scream out profanities because there's panic. That means that, come on now, could you imagine now, some fighter or Billy Joe Saunders turn into Jimmy Tibbs and screaming profanities at him after being knocked down?
You need to respect your trainer.
Right, you need to respect your trainer. And in the totality of that, respect your trainer and respect yourself. But more than anything, it's boxing that's giving you everything that you propel to. So respect boxing and respect the fans.
Thanks, Spencer. For the full extended podcast of Ringside Toe to Toe, tune into Sky Sports News Radio. Or to download it, go to www.skysports.com/podcast. It's also available on iTunes.